I thought I knew my best friend. We grew up together, shared everything. But then I found out the darkest secret. He betrayed me with the one person I loved most. So I exposed him in front of everyone. What happened next shocked the world. I never thought I'd be the type of guy to tell a story like this. I used to laugh at the crazy betrayal posts I'd see online, thinking, that could never happen to me. Not to us. Because I had my best friend, Tyler. Tyler wasn't just some casual buddy. He was family. We'd known each other since second grade. We rode bikes around the neighborhood, built forts in the woods, had sleepovers where we stayed up until 3 a.m. talking about video games, girls, and how we were going to rule the world when we got older. By high school, everyone knew us as a package deal. If you saw me, you saw Tyler. We had each other's backs in fights. We covered for each other when one of us skipped class, and we even dreamed of starting a business together one day. So yeah, when I tell you that Tyler was more like a brother than a friend, I mean it. But brothers don't do what he did to me. I met Emily in college. She was everything I wanted. Smart, funny, a little sarcastic. But she could also light up a room just by walking in. I fell hard for her. And Tyler was right there, cheering me on the whole way. He even gave me advice on what to text her, what to wear on our first date, how to act like I wasn't too nervous. When Emily and I officially started dating, Tyler was one of the first people I told. He high-fived me, slapped me on the back, and said, "Finally, man, you got yourself a good one." For a while, everything felt perfect. I had the girl, I had my best friend. Life was good. But perfect doesn't last forever. It started small. I noticed Tyler was around. A lot. Like, a lot. At first, it made sense. We all hung out together, played games, watched movies. But over time, little things started to stick out. Emily would laugh extra hard at Tyler's dumb jokes. Tyler would compliment her in ways that felt off, like, "Wow, Em, you look incredible in that dress. Not many people could pull that off." I brushed it off. He was my best friend. He wouldn't cross the line. Then there were the late-night texts. I'd be sitting with Emily, and she'd get a message. She'd tilt her phone away, just slightly, smile, and type back quickly. When I asked who it was, she'd say, "Just Tyler. He's being stupid, as usual." I wanted to believe her. I wanted to trust them both. But something deep down told me not to. The first real crack came one night at a party. Emily had gone to grab drinks, and I overheard Tyler talking with some guys I didn't know well. One of them asked, "So are you and Emily a thing, or what?" And Tyler? He didn't say no. He just smirked, sipped his beer, and said, "You never know, man. Life's complicated." My stomach dropped. I confronted him later that night, half drunk and shaking. "Dude, what the hell was that about? You know Emily's my girlfriend. Why would you say something like that?" He raised his hands like I was overreacting. "Relax, man. It was a joke. Don't be so insecure." But I couldn't shake it. The way he said it, it didn't sound like a joke. For the next few weeks, things got worse. Tyler started showing up at Emily's apartment when I wasn't there. She'd casually mention, "Oh, Tyler stopped by earlier to borrow some notes," or "Tyler helped me fix my Wi-Fi." And every time, I felt this sick twist in my gut. Finally, I decided I needed proof. One Friday night, I told Emily I was working late. Instead, I parked my car a block away from her place and walked over quietly. My heart was hammering the whole time, my palms sweaty. When I reached her building, I saw a familiar car parked outside. Tyler's. I froze. I wanted to believe it was nothing, that maybe he just dropped something off, but I had to know. I walked up the steps, crept to her door, and listened. Laughter. Emily's laugh. Tyler's laugh. And then, silence, followed by a sound that made my chest cave in. A muffled kiss. I stumbled back down the stairs, nearly tripping, gasping for air like I'd just been punched in the lungs. It was real. My best friend and my girlfriend. The next morning, Emily acted normal. She kissed me hello, made me coffee, asked about my night. And Tyler? He texted me like nothing happened. Yo, want to grab lunch later? I stared at the screen, and my hands shaking with rage. I wanted to explode. I wanted to scream at both of them, call them out, end it right there. But instead, something colder took over. If they wanted to betray me, if they thought I was some clueless idiot, I'd show them just how wrong they were. I wasn't going to confront them. Not yet. I was going to wait, watch, collect every piece of evidence I needed. And when the time was right, I'd burn their little world to the ground. Over the next few weeks, I played dumb. I acted like everything was normal. I hung out with Tyler, kissed Emily, laughed at their jokes. But in secret, I was gathering proof. Screenshots of their texts. Photos of Tyler's car parked outside her place late at night. A recording of them laughing together when they thought no one was listening. The more I collected, the colder I felt. This wasn't just betrayal. It was war. And then came the perfect opportunity. Emily's birthday was coming up. She was throwing a big party at her apartment, inviting all our friends, classmates, even some of her family. She asked me if I could help with the setup. I smiled, kissed her on the cheek, and said, "Of course." But inside, I knew this was it. This was where the truth would come out, where I would expose them both, and finally take back my power. The night of Emily's birthday party, I felt like I was walking into a battlefield. Every smile, every laugh, every fake "thank you for coming" was just camouflage. Because under my calm exterior, I had one mission: to finally destroy the two people who thought they could betray me and get away with it. Emily was glowing that night. She wore a red dress that clung to her like fire, and Tyler hovered around her like he owned the place, carrying trays of snacks, pouring drinks, whispering things in her ear that made her laugh just a little too much. I watched. I waited. Every person in that apartment would soon see the truth. As the party went on, I blended in. I chatted with friends, handed out cups, played the part of the supportive boyfriend. Nobody suspected a thing. Inside, my heart was pounding with anticipation. The evidence I'd collected over weeks, the screenshots, the recordings, the photos, it was all stored neatly on a flash drive in my pocket. That little piece of plastic was about to blow their lives apart. I waited until the cake came out. Candles lit, everyone cheering, Emily smiling as she closed her eyes to make a wish. Tyler's arm brushed against hers, just a little too familiar. That was it. That was my moment. I clapped my hands loud enough to silence the room. "Hey, everyone," I said, forcing a smile. "Before Emily makes her wish, I thought I'd give her a little gift, something special." Emily blinked, surprised. Tyler grinned, raising an eyebrow. "What'd you get her, man?" "Oh, nothing fancy," I said. "Just the truth." The room went quiet. I pulled my laptop from my bag, hooked it up to the TV on the wall, and inserted the flash drive. My hands were steady, my voice calm, but inside I was shaking with rage. The first file opened, a screenshot. Emily and Tyler's text messages, flirty, intimate. Emily calling him late at night. Tyler saying, "Last night was amazing. Can't stop thinking about you." Gasps filled the room. Emily's face drained of color. Tyler's smirk vanished. Dude, what the hell is this? Tyler muttered. I ignored him. Clicked the next file. A photo, his car parked outside her place at 2 a.m., night after night. Then the recording. Their laughter. Her voice, breathless, whispering his name. The room erupted. Emily stood up, shaking. This isn't what it looks like. Really? I snapped, my voice finally breaking. Because it looks like, my best friend and my girlfriend have been screwing behind my back for months. Tyler raised his hands, his voice desperate. Man, listen. It just happened, okay? We didn't mean for it. Didn't mean for it, I shouted. You didn't mean to stab me in the back, to laugh at me, lie to me, make me think I still had a best friend. You didn't mean to destroy me. The crowd was dead silent, every eye glued to the drama unfolding. Emily's lip trembled. I still love you. I cut her off, laughing bitterly. Love me? You loved me so much you ended up in his bed. For the first time in years, Tyler couldn't look me in the eye. He muttered, I'm sorry, man. I shook my head slowly. No, Tyler, you're not sorry. Not yet. But you will be. And with that, I unplugged the flash drive, pocketed it, and walked toward the door. Happy birthday, Emily, I said coldly. Hope it was worth it. Then I left. The fallout was brutal for them. Word spread like wildfire. The party guests told everyone. Screenshots of the texts made their way around our entire social circle. By Monday, the whole campus knew. Emily tried to reach out, calls, texts, even showing up at my place in tears. I ignored every one of them. Tyler, the guy who once swore he'd be my brother for life, became a ghost. People stopped hanging out with him, stopped trusting him. Nobody wanted to be around the guy who'd betrayed his best friend. And me? For the first time in weeks, I finally felt free. But revenge, it wasn't done with them yet. See, Tyler and I had been planning to start a small business together, a tutoring app. He'd been bragging to everyone about it, pitching the idea like it was all his. But what nobody knew was that I was the one who had actually built the code. Tyler just knew how to talk. After the party, he tried to launch it without me, claimed it was his project, his creation. Big mistake. I had every line of code, every document saved under my name. When investors reached out, I showed them the truth. That Tyler had stolen everything. They dropped him instantly. His reputation? Shattered. Emily tried to cling to him after I left, but when his little empire crumbled, she ditched him too. In the end, they destroyed themselves. I just lit the match. Months later, I ran into Tyler on campus. He looked broken. Hollow eyes, messy hair, walking like the weight of the world was on his shoulders. He froze when he saw me. For a second, I almost felt pity. Almost. Man, he said quietly, I really am sorry. I lost everything. I looked at him for a long moment, then said the words I'd been holding on to for months. No, Tyler. You didn't lose everything. You threw it away. And then I walked past him without looking back. As for me, I rebuilt. I focused on my studies, my own projects, my future. I found new friends, the kind who actually knew what loyalty meant. It still hurt, of course. Losing two people I thought I could trust, it cut deep. But in a way, it made me stronger, smarter, colder maybe. Because I learned something important. Betrayal doesn't break you, it reveals you. And me? I wasn't the guy who got cheated on by his best friend and his girlfriend. I was the guy who turned their lies into ashes and walked away stronger.